Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Rising. Welcome to your reading. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, I'd love to have you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when videos are first released. Okay, so this one is a holiday season reading, the broader term, including Halloween season, whenever that begins for you, and going right up until New Year's. So your disclaimer is down below in the description. The tip jar is there as well. Any additional information connected to the channel and the reading, that's where you'll find it. Let's go ahead and get into the messages about you and your season. Spirit's choice, general reading for this time period, any year they are finding it. Hearing boo. There was more to it, but it was like faint, far away. It's kind of creepy, actually. You could hear it, but you couldn't understand what they were saying. You remember something like this. Okay. There's a remembering. Take what resonates, leave what does not. This is a general reading. Not every message is for everybody watching. But that is one coming through. Tower card. Okay. If you have personal placements in Capricorn or Scorpio as well, there are messages there for you. Please consider listening. Taurus, Virgo also. Okay. Empress at the end. We're going to get your trees out with the Tower card showing up. We are going to get the trees for Aquarius, please, first. Holiday bling, warming up the soul. First tree. Family time, second tree. And sugar plum fairies, imagination, meditation, and visualization. I love yours. They're electrifying. They're showing up as Christmas, Yuletide lights to me. Christmas tree lights. And your Aquarius. Well, by Uranus. And electricity. So you have the Tower card, and honestly, I think this is your version of stinging yourself. All right. The lore, the stories about the zodiac signs, the wheels energy, the 8th house energy. I would start to say, because there's something a little bit tricky with language when I'm discussing this, but regardless, coming back into it, the scorpion stings themselves. When they sting somebody else, they hurt themselves when they use their stinger and sting somebody. So it's like the scorpion doesn't want to effing sting you. And yes, we had to say it that way. But the scorpion could effing sting you, and if it feels it needs to, will effing sting you. And it's stinging itself too when it does that, essentially. So it's like humans study humans. We've been doing that for a while now, right? We've observed a pattern, humanity. Like there's a tendency, kind of, what's the phrase? There's a phrase for it. There's a phrase that fits. You kick yourself, you're working against yourself here, serving as your own enemy. With the Tower card, it's like you go into some sort of self-destruct mode. You're not going to totally self-destruct, at least I hope not in this scenario, but it's just one of those things, like you're using your own power. The lightning hits the tower and demolishes the tower. Everything you built or whatever the tower is symbolizing comes crashing down. It's destroyed and it needs to be rebuilt. And we can rebuild it however we want now. We can make those improvements we've been meaning to make, you know. Never did like the windows that way anyhow. But we do have to start from the beginning and build it when that happens. So yeah, that was interesting. I don't think it's ever come to me quite that way before with you and the Scorpio energy, but it's come to me that way now. And no, I'm not having any other signs pipe in and go, me too, this is a Trinity thing, like the elements, we're sisters on it. No, it's so far just the two of you. But I'd love to hear comments if another one comes up for you. You got it. King of Presents. King of Presents is doing what he knows how to do, what he's good at doing, and he's maintaining and he's making things happen, and he's upholding certain traditions. And the Eight of Needles is reversed. There's the Two of Presents, right side up. Sometimes maybe there's this thing like, are we always going to juggle? Are there certain things we're never going to heal from? Are there certain things, there's certain ways where we're just always going to be in resistance to healing? We're never going to heal, right? Or whatever. Are we always going to keep on juggling? Like, they're two separate questions, but they came in simultaneously the way they came in. And the Tower card could represent something a little bit surprising, wonky like that, like two things same time, throws us off a bit. We're like, what? It feels kind of a funk or funky type of energy or pulse that it's wearing coming into this reading. So yeah, the Jack in the Box and the cats is, there's like this very playful, we're laughing with you, not at you, surprise, like emergings. Things are emerging, these emergences. They're giving me autumn is like a second spring. Look at it. Look at it like this. It's like there's a mirror. It's backwards from that, but it's still the same thing. Wheel is interesting. Okay. The Eight of Presents here, and then the Two of Candles falling with the Empress. Let me get the chimes on the table to clarify. Some of you will be returning to see your mom. You might be spending the holidays, like the winter holidays, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's, whatever, with your mom, the Empress energy. It could also be a baby's mama, possibly. It's saying it's a fruitful time. Okay, fruitful, abundant time. Fertile time as well. So it's like, you know, creating resolutions, planting seeds for the new year, moving forward as we go along too. It's like Thanksgiving's a wonderful time to, and it's not Thanksgiving so much the day as it is like November between Day of the Dead and the winter solstice. All right. So this isn't about religion, and so forth. And it's personal to everybody, but at the same time, like whose eyes are you looking in? What relationships and connections are you making, entertaining, magnetizing? Because there's billions of people in the world, and there's a lot that you aren't directly doing this with in this lifetime. So who are you with these two snakes here and the two flames, the two lights? It's like, because your choice of mirror in this game of life, calling the eyes mirrors, says a lot about you and your garden, and the garden that you keep with the Empress is like the creations, my babies that I've made. Okay, because she is so incredibly abundant. She's all the queens combined too, by the way. That's another way to look at her. So yeah, royalty. Remember your own soul's royalty. Remember your own like divinity here. The road you choose. They're saying that like free will. Like, I'm telling you to do this, but don't take that too seriously. Again, like, see the disclaimer. Your choice is your road you choose. Here we have somebody hanging clothes out. Maybe you're hanging clothes out to dry, literally doing laundry this way. Hanging things up, decorations where you're choosing to hang up. Okay. Knocking over the lamp. Yeah, here's my symbol of the superconscious right in the center of your reading. Oh my goodness. Okay, time. It's time for you to face something or realize something from the past, or there's something that was put in motion in the past. Guys, I don't know. This could be in the subconscious. The Six of Potions here. The Six of Presents reverse. The Six of Presents reverse to me is showing up as a lack of generosity or misuse. Maybe like giving with ulterior motives. I'm not sure. It's just maybe lessons in life, or it's like, I know I'm not supposed to push this glass thing off the counter, but so what? Here I go. Um, and then so's the cause and the effect and the repercussions is what this is, right? This is what this is talking about to me. But then we go over here, and this is just the Six of Potions with time, and then the numbers here too, 50, 30, 90. This has to do with your journey and your relationship to time, your progression, your past self, your future self, your aging self, your reflections, your feelings, impressions, comparisons between past, future, present, self, and more expansively too, if you choose and when you're choosing and ready to pick up that package and juggle that too. Okay. The King of Pentacles says, like, not too slow, not too fast. No time to waste, but don't hurry. All right. Let's go into your trees and wrap up your reading, guys. Let's see, what do we have for you on that? Thank you, spirit guides. I'm also seeing with the tree of life here, the light bulb and a eucalyptus leaf beside it. It's like the call of nature, specific herbs, like methods, ways. Do it under the full moon, do it under the new moon, whatever it is. That illumination, those light bulbs are being turned on for you this season. That illumination is occurring. Those messages should be received for you, whether it's coming through as an ad, whether it's a book you read or that pops out at you somewhere and is in your face. Like, it can be definitely unexpected ways with the tower energy. Eucalyptus leaf, the tree of life, and the light bulb. Yeah, some of you might even dream of a plant. Okay, anything, any sort of plant, a cranberry, a eucalyptus leaf, maybe something that begins with R, or maybe it isn't, for whatever reason, it's like, and why wouldn't that make sense when you really allow yourself to open up and come out of your shell, your box, and look at it? We're all a part of Earth. We're all here. This is a thing where we start thinking of our body being within our skin, our physical body, it's all within our skin, but yet we have processes such as breathing that involve things outside of ourselves. Like, you're not going to breathe without trees. Trees are giving off what you're taking in. You're giving something to the tree when you breathe, to the plants. Yeah, seen and unseen, guys. It's the yin yang. And if you deny the unseen, you are denying half of the yin yang, and that is all you are seeing. As you will it, I don't know, but destiny, something, guys, really. On the trees, on on the trees. I think I might have even had "Oh Christmas Tree" in my head before I started your reading. The sacred trees, dear ones. Okay, holiday bling, warming up the soul. Some of you, some sort of postcard. You're giving or receiving some sort of postcard. Some of you maybe even being shown a postcard collection. For some of you, this just represents mail in general. You could be receiving a holiday bling, so whatever that is, you know, your hairband, your bracelet, whatever it is, you could be receiving something in the mail as well. The yin yang photos too of people. The yin yang on the family time. Wow, yeah, the yin yang is coming through very, very strong, Aquarius. And really, when you think of it on a deeper level, like, why wouldn't it? It makes pretty good sense that it would. Aquarius energy, 11th house energy, is the outside of the box energy. What's outside the box? And so the season that I talked about, and from my culture anyway, like the holidays represented here with the cards and so forth, are not so much about the yin yang, right? Like, just be real, like I didn't include Chinese New Year, I cut it off January 1st. The things we're talking about. But you said the other, the outside the box, the Aquarian energy. But it's still very relevant. Again, it's like the breathing. What am I? Am I not sort of the tree? I don't know. Guys, I don't know. It's how you look at it sometimes. We have an energy of balance here. Divine masculine, divine feminine energy, balance here. And then however further you want to interpret the yin yang bead. Spiritual, I'm getting. A frying pan. Yes, I really did have to say it that way. A frying pan. You fry in it. It's a frying pan. Some of you might like Futurama too. I'm seeing Fry from Futurama. Okay, so frying pans, sugar plum fairies, imagination, meditation, visualization. Food you're consuming, what you're eating, over a 60% chance that they are influencing your dreams or lack of dreams, your sleep life or lack of sleep life as it applies, your imagination, your ability to visualize, meditate, how difficult or hard it is, your reflexes I'm hearing as well. But anyway, a frying pan. So like dreaming up your food too, what you're eating, your holiday foods, your seasonal foods that you like. It could just be something the guides want to mention in relation to the season. Some of you, it's talking about new things, a new kitchen, a new whatever for your kitchen, new recipes coming through, or just your favorites. That's about it. Here's something shiny. Saving the best for last. Yours, we save the shiniest for last. Save the shiny for last. So it's a bonnet. Okay, somebody's eyeballs peeking out, peering out. Their whole faces, really, they have a smile, but it's not as crisp through the camera. So this might be about putting one's head together with somebody else's head, putting heads together, brainstorming. Somebody might be out of work with the 8 of Presents, or there's something going on with this. It's relatable, but with the R, it's like people can relate, been through it, or know somebody who's been through it before. May have turned down work. There could have been some sort of conflict of interest, regarding work, a layoff, I don't know. Needing rest too is coming through, like needing rest, taking time off from work because of whatever reason. So there's like this putting heads together. And I do feel like for some of you, this is more of a, what would this person from the past do or have said? Or I'm going to speak to them through my heart. I'm going to write them a letter. I'm going to write them a prayer. I'm going to put it in my bonfire. I'm going to, whatever this is. This energy is like a voice inside your head, maybe, or it's a dream you have, somebody from the past, or a version of them, from a version of somebody you've known that you're out of contact with, or is it at a distance, or has passed away, because you're like back ahead to back ahead with this image. They're really highlighting like what's being hung up, what you see hanging up, where you're going, but like your home or your office or whatever. It's like what's being hung up, what's being looked at, what's being displayed, as is if to say it has great influence, and so you have control and power in that. If something's not working out or whatever, like what are you surrounding yourself with? Does it make sense? Can you make some sort of adjustment that pleases you more? And if you can settle into something that just feels right with the warming up the soul energy, right? And brings in the balance, then you're really cooking. Things are cooking. Things are happening. And you're aware of it. That's what I've got for you this time, Aquarius. Many blessings, and bye-bye.